Okay, let's get at it.
Woo! Yay, hiking.
Okay, it is August 29th, 2021, day 89. I'm leaving my camp area. A great place for the night. And I am headed south. I've been trying an experiment the last 2 weeks or so, where I switched out my sleeping bag to just a liner, just to make the pack a little bit lighter and smaller. And I decided last night that the experiment will come to an end, and I will be picking up my sleeping bag tonight. It's getting chillier again, so it's back in the 60s at night. And I dislike the cold more than I dislike the heat. I don't like being cold at night. So I'm going to switch back to the full sleeping bag. That way I don't need to whine anymore. So let's see. Today's got, I don't know, a little over 14 miles on the docket. Along Kittatinny Ridge right now, which is kind of where I was camped, but that's this ridge line here. And I'm going to go down and up to Raccoon Ridge, and then a long descent into Delaware Water Gap. And so I'll hit Delaware Water Gap a little over 12 miles, I think. And I decided I'm going to push on from there, do 2+ miles to climb back out of the gap to a road crossing, which is where Melissa's going to meet me for the night. In fact, for 2 nights, because tomorrow is a 0 day. So that will be good. That's also why I'm able to pick up my sleeping bag tonight, because I texted her this morning whining that I was cold and said, hey, when you come to grab me, can you bring my sleeping bag? Okay, I think that's the plan for the day. See you out there. I'm coming out onto the ridge line. Not a bad overview. You wonder which of those houses down there has the roosters that have been crowing all the time. That's a nice little ridge. I like it. Good way to start the morning. Okay. See ya. I just passed the trail intersection, really kind of a dirt road intersection, to the Mohican Outdoor Center. If I had been out for longer, meaning I wasn't being picked up tonight, I probably would have stayed there last night rather than at the stealth site I ended up with, or that I chose, just because they've got showers, they've got food, bunks, things like that. So it's essentially a hostel, but it's more of a lodge aimed at a lot of day and weekend hikes. But it looks like it might have been a good place to stay. But I didn't take the side trail to actually check it out. Just read the description of it. But since I'm getting out tonight, all of that stuff didn't seem as necessary to spend the money for. Making it up the climb now to Raccoon Ridge. See you at the top. Not quite on Raccoon Ridge yet, but looks like I'm approaching a nice viewpoint, so figured I'd turn the camera back on. There's a reservoir down there, according to the map. Looks a little dry, but there's been a lot of rain, so hopefully that's normal. Yep, nice views this morning. Again, the weather's been perfect for hiking. Cloudy and probably, I don't know, upper 60s. The breeze. No complaints about the hiking weather. Okay, well, I was just up on Raccoon Ridge. Good views on either side. There were a couple folks up there that I was chatting with. They're up there doing a hawk count. So they come up, they try to see what the migrations are like and how many they can count. As of 10:20 this morning, their count is at 0. So they said the conditions, the clouds, the weather is not optimal for them to come in or to see them. There's also I would have called it a decoy. There's an owl that they have propped up on a big stick. And when I first walked up, I assumed it was more like a scarecrow, meaning it was trying to prevent something from coming in. But apparently the owl attracts the hawks, according to them. And they're the experts, so I'll take their word for it. But not doing its job today. Oh, there's somebody over there. That's not a hawk, though. Got a little bit further to go across this ridge line and then down into Delaware Water Gap. The way I just said that, I guess sounds a little optimistic because both the over and the down are not short, but definitely making progress. Okay, I just took a bit of a break here at Sunfish Pond. And time to move on. It is rocky around here, and I know I'm gonna be made fun of by people who have been through Rocksylvania, which I haven't reached yet, but there's a lot of rocks getting out of Jersey, I'll tell you that. Okay, I've been making my way along Dunfield Creek for a little while. This is definitely an area that's frequented by a lot of day hikers. It is a Sunday, so they're out in force today enjoying the nice day like me. But the creek is nice. Probably only maybe a mile or mile and a half outside of Delaware Water Gap. So looking forward to getting there. I'll grab some lunch probably, and then make my way up the other side of the valley. Okay, I am just about to cross under Route 80 at the Delaware Water Gap. So I have driven along here, a good 100 times or so. And I think this is the first time I'm actually crossing under on the AT now. So it's going well. I just chatted with a couple who are actually up ahead now, who just picked up their son from Kittatinny, who did a flip-flop no-bow hike. So congrats to him for finishing up. Okay, there's the Delaware River. About to cross it, which I would think would put me in Pennsylvania. We shall see. Now if we go right and upriver about 50 miles or so, we'll be able to visit Melissa where she's rehabbing. We'll see, maybe she is going to bring one of our kayaks down to pick me up. Okay, so I'm just about crossed the Delaware River, and I'm about to cross another state line. Let me see if I can show this. I have entered New Jersey, or I left New Jersey. I've entered Pennsylvania. Woo-hoo! 7 states down, 7 to go. That's almost like the halfway mark. If you just count states. Okay, interesting crossing. Just a little bit busy on the highway. All right, I am leaving Zoe's Ice Cream Emporium in the hoppin' town of Delaware Water Gap. I don't know, is this Stroudsburg? I'm not sure where we are. But that was awesome. I had actually started up this hill because I didn't get lunch where I was planning on eating. So I didn't have my... Sorry, just making sure I don't get run over here. So I didn't have my chicken wrap, but instead I started up this hill and I turned around and said, nope, I'm getting me some ice cream. And that's where I went. Delicious. Had a nice egg sandwich. I don't know if that just recorded or not, but just got a shout out. Some folks I had been chatting with on the other side of the Delaware Water Gap. So actually that was the couple whose son they just picked up from Kittatinny. So let's see, where was I? Ice cream, egg wrap on a croissant, delicious. Okay, now I'm on my last 2 miles of the day. Okay, made it up the tough climb up from Delaware Water Gap. Got my heart pounding. The only problem is just about a tenth of a mile ago is the trailhead where Melissa was going to be meeting me, except what Google Maps shows as a road is not even an ATV path. So I'm going to push about 2.5 more miles to a different trailhead, which hopefully does exist, and we'll see. Otherwise, I'll push on from there until we find a place that the trail comes close to the road. All right, one of the benefits of having to be forced past the trailhead where I was planning on getting pulled off and going another 2+ miles is that I've now passed the 900-mile mark. The original trailhead was at like 899.3 or something, so I was a little bummed that I wasn't going to hit it. So I'll take this as a silver lining that the AT gods wanted me to hit 900 today. Okay, and other good news, Melissa is at the other trailhead. It does exist. It's around 0.3 off the AT that I'll have to add to get off and back on again on Tuesday. But that's all right. It's progress. See ya. Okay, it is end of day 89. So I ended up, or I'm about to end up with 17 miles, 16.7 trail miles, and then I'm doing a 0.3 off trail to get down to where Melissa is parked. And don't tell anyone, but this road looks pretty good. So on Tuesday, I'm probably going to drive up this road to get dropped off at the actual trail. So, yeah, so 17 miles. I was only planning on doing 14.2. So I guess a low light is that the initial pickup point was actually not a road trailhead. But that let me push on to past the 900 milestone and get some good mileage in for the day. Also passed from New Jersey into Pennsylvania, so that's another good milestone. Had a great lunch stop and ice cream at Zoe's Ice Cream Emporium, so shout out to them. I thought it was pretty cool getting a shout out to myself walking through Delaware Water Gap as a random call out from a balcony of Hey Plant Man. It was just a couple that I had been talking with an hour before, so that was kind of funny. And otherwise a good day. The morning was tough. The rocks around the pond that I was hiking around this morning were tough on the feet, tough on the legs, but it worked out pretty darn well. The rest of the day was good. Tough climb out of the valley of Delaware Water Gap, but now I don't have to do that climb after tomorrow's 0 day. Okay, I think that covers it. And I see a truck down there. See ya in 2 days.
Look who I found wandering down some random emergency and authorized vehicles only road. What brings you here today?